Solve a motherfucking dragon. And no, we don't care what they think. And yes, we're fucking heroes. Those yokels should worship at our feet. They didn't blast those mummies to dust or make a death trap built with technology lost centuries ago. They're bitch. And they sure as hell didn't slay that dragon. That's our dragon, and it's our gold. So unless you're bringing us ale and whores, get the fuck out before we transform you into a turkey and serve you for dinner. Movie night. Think Army of Darkness, Conan the Barbarian, and The Gamers, Dorkiness Rising. Tips. This playset focuses on the fallout after a group of gung-ho adventurers wipe out a mythical monster. It contains details that point towards the town, the characters saved, and the dungeon where they fought. You can start after the victory, maybe dropping in some flashbacks to the adventure, or make the first act take place in the dungeon beforehand. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people.
He's getting better and I don't hold it.
2, 3.
And I look at the style of
One of
that
those
too.
fancy little rigs like Kirk probably paid $1 million for.
Yeah.
Where he can from any angle, no matter where he's standing.
You can get a tripod.
He's already got it.
No comment.
It doesn't tell me what to do. I do have a tripod, I don't want to talk about it.
Alright.
So if the wife gives me permission, I'm going to drop a few grand on that D&D doc on Kickstarter just to get the executive producer money. And because...
I think you should put the ogre...
It's just a matter of like finding out a solid time frame of when it's going to be ready. And then
that's the one thing. It looks like they need you to have a pretty definite idea when you're going to have it done.
Yeah, so... And Grant's actually done a lot of work, and he's got a whole graphics team ready.
Oh, really?
So
cool.
He's ready to go with him.
Color blindness.
Did you get these markers when you were in Nashville?
I don't know why.
They
Just
say
purple.
Dell on them.
They look like Nashville markers.
Yeah. Nashville markers. Okay. Here's the way it's going to go. We're going to go around. Those are the numbers you got. Once the ones are gone, for example, they're gone. No more one choices. There needs to be a relationship between you two, between you and me and him. So you will not have a relationship with him or her.
Only the people that are on either side.
Yes.
All right.
Now you can still know and stuff like that, but it's not a in place relationship. If you want, I'll go ahead and start. Just pick. So we're going to start with the relationships. I can pick any number. So family and romance, adventure, magic, culture, fellowship, and war. I'm going to go ahead and pick. I'm going to pick magic. I'm going to pick. So I took a 3. And I'm going to pick creator golem, which is a 1.
Okay.
So that's going to either be...
So he's a golem.
No, it's one of us. So one of us is a creator and the other one's the golem.
Or Gollum. I mean,
Whatever.
You know, however you want to.
Or shut the fuck up. I mean, however you pronounce
All right.
it.
So
those are
Looks
taken.
Jewish, so I suspect golem.
all
They
right.
say, oy vey golem.
They do?
Oy vey golem.
So
You don't know.
I do not speak Yiddish.
You've never been to Julia. Have you? No. See,
I know a Jew with the last name Cash. I live in Julia.
He's only half a Jew.
Or his first name
So-
would be Credit.
let's go ahead and make that between me and you. So we'll figure out which one of us is the creator wizard and which one's the golem.
Okay.
So now you're picking a relationship between you two.
All right.
And you'll get 2 numbers. We're kind of just doing this a little faster.
Oh.
Because you can do it where it's pick off every single one.
Okay. I'm gonna go with magic as well. Is a
Okay.
3.
That's a 3.
And
We only
then-
have 1 3 left.
Yeah. A number 4.
Okay.
And then, I'll pretend like you gave me a marker, asshole.
Everybody else grabbed their own markers.
I'm way over here.
Just you're really fucking over
4 is Diabolist and Intended Sacrificial Victim.
there. So that's between us.
Alright, there you go.
My turn.
Diabolist.
Diabolist.
Diabolist. So the guy that's going to
One
be
who deals with
Same as gold.
demonology.
one that's going to sacrifice and one that's being sacrificed.
This economy. No.
So do you want to be a golem or be a wizard? I guess, is it a? It doesn't have to be a wizard that creates a golem, I guess.
I don't know. Be.
You want to be the wizard? I'll be the golem.
I don't know. I love the idea of a golem who wants to sacrifice a human.
Do it. Then be a golem. I'll be the wizard.
I'm just, lulling you in with your sense of security with my Skynet operating system. So I'm teaching, I've got my aunt and uncle on internet for the first time since he was in the military. It was a brand new thing. So it's a little bit of a learning curve. And he wants on Facebook because his daughter up in Michigan's there, my cousin. And he doesn't understand why it's all blank. And I'm like, well, when you get a lot of friends, you'll see. So I log out and I log in. Man, here's everything I see. And at that moment, I'm in this group chat with 10 people. They're all amp guarders, and a picture of a Michael Bay version of a Venn diagram of a uterus pops up. Which, if you're following the plot of the discussion, makes perfect sense.
Oh, of course.
But all he sees is fucking the tubes pop up with explosions around them. And he hasn't talked to me since, so I don't know. I may not get invited back to that family
Right.
Christmas.
Okay, Chaz and I are linked by a blood ritual.
Okay.
Hey, I might help out with that.
So you two are linked by a blood ritual.
Okay.
Now you got to pick between you two. And then you said you've never played before, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
We're
I've
gonna
heard
pick
enough about
the
it.
relationship, and then we pick goals. Not everyone's gonna have a goal. There's gonna be 2 goals. Then we pick objects and locations. Then we role play through to achieve the goals, good or bad. I mean, it is called Fiasco. It's the way they describe it. It's a Coen brother movie. The, high aspirations, low impulse control.
Sounds about right. Something Steve Buscemi would be.
We're gonna go through. We're gonna go through and do this play. You get 2 options. You either do the setup, decide how the scene starts. Everyone gets 2 scenes per act. There's 2 acts. You either decide how it starts or how it ends.
2 scenes per act?
Yeah.
What was one?
No, we just played the fast one
Okay.
before. You get 2 every act. There's 2 acts. You either decide how it starts or how it ends. Whoever decides how it ends picks one of the die. White's good, black's bad, and hands it to you. And that determines. So if you're acting and we just hand you a black die, make it bad. It doesn't have to be death, but it's not going to end well for you in this scene.
I like that.
The first time we're going around, when we give you a die, you give it to somebody else. The second time, in the Act 2, you keep it.
Okay.
And then, in the middle, after Act 1, we're going to roll them all, and that's going to determine what's called the tilt. There's going to be some kind of outside influence that affects the story.
We'll call that.
Somebody comes
M.
back into
Shyamalan.
town, and he wants to kill all the bad people, something.
You find out the village is actually in modern day.
Something, yeah, horrible like that.
Well, some people found that out in the first fucking
2
scene.
Yeah.
and 2. I'm taking both.
2 and 2, okay.
Wow, that sounds like a highway.
Rescue.
This is an M. Night
Okay.
Shyamalan Ding Dong movie.
Now,
Wait a minute.
write that
I think
down
I see-
between.
I'm having these.
What is it?
Rescuer and rescuee.
Now, you're going to pick between us.
There are no 2s left.
Yeah, no 2s.
So you
There's
can't
a
pick
1, a
anything out of
3.
adventure. Oh wait, there was another page.
No, yeah,
I didn't realize that.
all the way to 6.
God, you are just such a failure. God, feminist.
Oh well,
Strong,
I already
independent woman,
picked.
so there's something hard to think about.
I'm looking for something to throw.
Cat it.
Throw a cat. Don't throw the cat.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw
What you
my
picking?
entire root beer at you.
I'm
it
looking.
doesn't look like a root beer.
It's got ice cream in it. It's
And
the root beer
what
float.
else?
And best way is I recommend don't read the individual lines. Read a category. Pick a category, and then read the ones below there.
No, there's no alcohol in there. I have to go to work at 7 in the morning. Which
Oh,
means I have
good.
to get up at 6.
No, I feel it's big. Some of us get up at 4:30 and we run up and down flights of stairs and we're still fat. So,
Well, whose fault is that?
I think it's whoever allowed McDonald's to start franchising. It's definitely not my own impulse control fault.
Which one?
And the Colt 45 that you drink?
I'll have you know that this will put me right under 2,000 calories today.
Perfect. You killed my father.
Which category?
6 and 6.
6 and 6.
War, and you killed my father.
Okay. Now
While he
that's
was creating
all
me,
the.
he had to get a soul to bring me to life, you know.
I'm looking.
This ain't
I'm
reading
looking at
now.
the page that I didn't look at before.
Crack.com finally won me back. I haven't been a big fan of them for a while. I know you're not for a certain reason.
Yeah.
But they won me back the other day.
Not so much. I still read occasionally their articles,
You can read
and
it later.
some of their writers are good, some are bad. It's not the writers so much; it's the editorial board that comes.
You want
Yeah.
to be...
Well, the
Although unfortunately, I read a book by the
I'll
head
give you the
ed
rest
Wong,
of your
the head guy,
money.
and it was really fucking good.
oh. And now you're like angry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'm the
who's-
rescuer. I rescued you. You're the rescuee.
Now we go through. At this point, we can pick what we want. It's either needs, locations, or it's arms and arcana, but it's items. So,
But how'd they win you back?
They made a hilarious Nick Cage joke. They were talking about some actor, I don't remember the exact, but that he only took roles because it would give him a chance of getting an Oscar nomination. And then they show a picture of Nick Cage and they're like, so like a bizarro Nick Cage. And I was like, oh, that's pretty good. It was so stupid, but...
okay, now on this one, just pick the category. I'm going to go ahead and pick a need.
Yeah,
to
I still
amass
read them.
a
I
horde.
just never submit anything to them again
Yeah.
after that.
Okay.
Kind of like riffs in that way.
It's
If you leave a comment on my guest book, I will use your name in the book and you can't do anything.
Who's that?
The dude behind riffs.
Oh.
The super lawsuit guy.
Yeah, that's like. I thought you left your name on his guest book
No.
and he sued you because you
Oh, no, that'd be awesome.
violated his guest book or
Yeah.
something.
Do you want a need, location, or item?
Oh.
We only need 2 needs. We can do without, but probably need 2.
I bet I need a location because I need to sacrifice something.
Okay? At this point, just pick the category number.
Okay.
Don't
Let me
pick
see
the
how many
number underneath
tables
it.
there are.
Oh, really?
Someone else is going to pick that.
Ah.
See, I picked to amass a horde. I mean, I'm already making golems. And then someone else gets to pick the reason.
A number 4 I'm gonna take
Okay?
for an upper level dungeon.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, you can either fill in on ours or pick. We'll definitely need an item. You always need a location, an item, 1 or 2 needs. On this one, probably 2 needs. With this many people.
You got. What'd you pick?
To amass a horde
And I picked the upper level dungeon.
on a need. He picked a location. And somebody will need to pick at least 1 item.
You got 5s, 4s, 1s left.
How uncomfortable are you right now?
Not very.
Cool. We only got a few 100,000 views. It's cool.
I see.
Not that many people will see you. Most of them will just be watching him make an ass out of Games Workshop.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a trophy. As
Watching
mine.
who make a what and a who and huh?
His Game Workshop video, like the comments on that are golden.
Alright.
What was that? 5?
Fans versus haters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with the trophies.
Okay. It's a trophy. Okay.
What have we got left?
Now, we'd still need 1 more need, or you can fill in his location or his item.
Or his.
Yeah, I picked a need, so to amass a horde, You can pick the category below that. You can fill in his dungeon one. You can fill in his trophy.
Dungeon upper level?
Yeah,
Upper or lower?
upper.
Okay.
All we've got is 5, 4, and 1.
I saw some good Rule 34 porn today. It was
what?
on 4chan, of course. It was the TARDIS was laying on its side, and it was just.
You are drunk TARDIS?
Hmm?
No,
I don't know anything about Doctor Who, so I don't care for it. But and it was just the car from Back to the Future just going in and out of it over and over. But then it would get out and they DP with the Ghostbusters. I was like, this is just.
Did you see the picture from Gen Con of the Ghostbusters?
Oh God, yes, that car.
The thing is, I was walking into the hotel for our panel, and I heard the siren.
We do need
I was
another
like,
need.
what the fuck is that? And I look around, and it's the hotel valet.
And only
that's
pick a
driving.
need if you think you
I
can
wonder
carry
how
I'm like,
he felt.
that's awesome.
He either felt awesome or horrible. There's
Yeah.
no middle.
I was thinking, there had to have
Don't
been a
pick
fight
need if you don't think
over
you
which one got to drive that.
They could. And depending on the type of employees they had, it was either to get to or to not.
Or to
have
not,
to.
yeah.
Most likely not have to. There's probably a bunch of gangsters.
But you can see he was trying to figure out how to turn the sirens off, and I think
We
they
always
finally
have to
decided
read.
they're on if you're driving it.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is the way they got it
Okay,
wired.
I'm gonna flesh
like,
out
they're on.
That's so
Cooper's
beautiful.
location.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Oh shit. 5, 4, 1.
Uh-huh.
Trying to help me sacrifice somebody.
We'll do the refuse pit, which is 5.
Okay, 5 in the refuse pit. In a shithole.
I'm a golem. I don't have a sense of smell. Well,
That is true. Pick. Okay, we're done with him. Do you want to fill out my need? Do you want to fill out his item? Or do you want to pick a new need?
I think I'll pick out his trophy.
Okay. So we've got 5, 4, and 1.
Arthur, come here. He's like, leave me alone.
He's preoccupied. He's chewing on that.
the one thing I would say about these DC adventure
there we go,
books,
that
they're
makes
post the reset.
Oh, really?
So I mean,
Let me
it's
get this
very
off.
up to date.
Yeah.
From like Blackie Lads in the first
Oh, yeah,
one.
he needs
What
to
is it? What number?
Yeah, I definitely always want to take a track.
It would
Yeah.
be
I'm always interested in the DC books just because they had that
gold
crazy
ring on a
one.
memory set for finger.
Okay, what
Well,
number is it?
That old,
Oh,
the old
5.
Mayfair D system.
Okay.
DC,
Yeah, that was just
where like everything was measured in,
Steve?
I think it was called APs.
Steve.
I've got one of them.
Gold ring on a mummy's severed finger.
Okay.
Oh,
So like you couldn't just say, I'm gonna go 15 miles. You had to go figure out miles to AP. And
Yeah.
It was just ridiculous.
but in one of the
Gold ring on a mummy's finger?
talk about
Mummy's
that.
severed finger. I'm gonna fill out my,
They go
my
into like
need
they have the
here.
orange core and the indigo core. I mean,
5, 4.
they have the new Speedy, who instead of being addicted to heroin has HIV.
Yeah, yeah.
Fund a private
Talk
army.
about the worst superhero mantle ever to me. Aw.
The Kevin Smith Speedy. I think it was him that introduced it.
Now he's doing the Batman line. Or
All right.
something,
My need is to amass a horde to fund a private army. We have 4 dice left.
Okay.
So that will get a need and 1 anything. The last dice, whatever we pick, is wild. It can be absolutely any number we want. But that's the last dice. So do you want a need, or does someone else want to get another need? Or do you want to pick totally something else? We can use another location or another item. We don't have to do another need either. I mean, if we think that's enough, we can stick there. Mine, it's to amass a horde to fund a private army.
You know, I don't really need anything. It's not like I'm alive. Yeah.
And, I mean, you still could have picked something else too if you wanted to do another item, because we are going to pick one more thing.
That's alright. I'll let you guys have at it. I've already
We
got
have
4
4
places.
and 1.
I've already got a place for my sacrifice.
And then one of those is going to become a wild. And so that's what you are, a sacrificer and sacrificee.
I'm good with Gary.
Alright, is he going to know it, or...
I don't know. It's on his attitude.
Like, is that like his
Wait,
whole...
what's y'all's relationship?
You two.
What you're
I'm
doing?
not people.
We're linked by a blood rib.
He probably knows. He probably knows.
So
He probably are. He's like, that's my goal in life.
No
I'm
big
guessing.
deal. Gotta kill you.
We'll finish those. I'm gonna go grab a smoke real quick. Like I said, you'll just fill out.
I'm gonna go with a location in the town and take up the one.
Okay. Location
To fuck everybody else having that
in
one.
the town. Okay, so we get us another location. Did you want to pick another one? So you either pick another need.
Well, I still have a need.
So the need's gonna be a 4,
Yeah. The need's gonna be a 4. So go to
and the
needs
location in
and
town's gonna be a 4.
Well, the last
Oh,
one
wait.
would be wild.
Okay,
so
one of
she
them.
either puts the 4 to yours. Hold
Okay, yeah, you're right.
on.
So 4 in the town
You need to go to
is
sleep,
the secret headquarters of the Split Penny Thieves Guild.
Okay.
And then if I was going to pick a need,
4 and 4.
it would have to be 4 and 4, which would be to fly once you've used up this town. Well, that's lame.
Use it up and leave. Well, that would still kind of fit in with mine if you want to do that one. Because I'm amassing a horde.
Well, but you could pick the need. The need has to be for somebody else. If the need's the last thing, it doesn't have to be the 4.
The last thing we pick's a
It's a
wild.
wild card. So it's basically, do you want the Thieves Guild or do you want?
The Thieves Guild.
Okay. Write down your Thieves Guild.
So it's
Secret
the
headquarters of the Split Penny Thieves Guild.
Now, what was the other 4? So our other need is 4 to fly, and then here's the thing: somebody's going to get this to fly, and then it can be any of them. With everyone else's treasure, after one last quest, before they realize who you really work for. Once you've used up this town, to follow rumors to your next adventure, or literally using a spell or maybe a catapult. I say
Hooper after using a spell or maybe a catapult.
yeah, so you're
Makes
trying to
sense.
actually fly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fat golem.
Okay, so right
Well, I think by to fly they mean to flee.
Yeah.
No. On this one, it means literally to fly, literally using a spell or maybe a
It
catapult.
has the word.
Oh, okay. I
That
thought you
one-
meant okay on that particular.
That particular one, they mean literally to fly.
Oh well, that doesn't make as much sense.
I say, okay, yours is to fly. I say either with
But it doesn't make as
everyone
much
else-
sense for the golem to want to
pick
fly.
with everyone else's treasure.
I thought it meant he wanted to flee town after using a
we
spell.
can do that. We can do that one. Or we can do you want to run away with everyone else's treasure. Or before they realize who you really work for.
Which would probably be you.
No, maybe you turned code on me.
Maybe you got mind control.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Maybe you turned code on me.
Probably.
Yeah, let's go.
Is that what you want? How that?
That's
To fly before they realize who you really work
because
for.
we're supposed to all be friends who just killed a dragon.
Yeah. I raised a golem. It's like, fight beside
So
me. He's
he
like,
made the golem, and
now
the
he's
golem
gone
helped us
found
fight the
another
dragon,
leader.
but somebody took over the
Like,
golem's
fuck
mind.
you,
Now he
I'm
wants to
in the front
sacrifice
lines.
Well, I figure maybe it's been a little bit, a month or two after now we're still hanging around town drinking all their booze, going, yeah, we're the greatest. We haven't done shit since. Apparently,
Sounds like a very sword and sorcery kind of story.
apparently he's already found another master. So I'm a wizard. I raised you.
I have to sacrifice him
You want to
for my new
sacrifice
master.
it, but you don't tell us that yet.
Yeah, right, but we don't know that.
If you know, maybe it's because you think it's for some great thing or something.
I think it would make more sense if I didn't know, because
Probably.
it's kind of dumb to say, hey, I'm going to have somebody sacrifice you.
Who are you two are bound
I've been taken
by-
over by an evil wizard, and I'm going to kill you. That-
No
Does
big
it say
deal.
any
Yeah.
details
So you're-
in there? Just
you're trying to
about
remember
a
Blood ritual you had before.
Okay, you two can figure that out. What are you two?
She rescued me after you killed my father
Okay, so
and used his soul to create
you
the
rescued
golem.
him at some point. I've killed your father, and maybe
To put the soul into the
maybe
golem.
that could be his soul in there, but he doesn't
So
remember.
are you my new master? Because you're
Could be,
my son.
but you don't know. He knows that the soul that's your
Maybe
father's soul, but you don't know
Star
who he is.
Oh, this is
Because
like,
you don't know it was his father.
I just
See,
killed some guy.
this is
Yeah.
why loss should still be on the TV.
I just killed some guy.
Because he was in jail or locked up by a
he
wizard or something when
He
you killed
didn't
his
see
father.
me do it, but everyone
So he
else told
like
him
tracked
I
you
did.
down and has been spying on
Exactly.
you. He's waiting for the right
Maybe
moment.
you could even be in the Thieves Guild.
Yeah.
This is fancy. Guys, we got a movie. Get Nick Cage for that movie.
I want to smoke real quick and then we'll start.
Yeah, and so you took over his mind. You're gonna have him kill me so you can fuck with
But
him
he's your
somehow.
father. You know he's your father, but he doesn't remember
know, yeah.
he's your father.
This is definitely Lost.
I'm gonna have you kill him and blame it on the wizard that killed my father. So he's put in jail for murder and then executed.
Oh, before they realize.
And she gets away free.
Of course. She rescued me.
Fair enough. That makes sense, I guess.
And then we live happily ever after. Until the next dragon.
Yeah. Nobody's talking about the dragon that attacked. That's the... Were y'all like, fuck that?
Where'd my umbrella go? This whole time trying to amass a horde to fund a private army. So I've already worked on a golem. I'm trying to get the other ones, but apparently I gotta have dead people to do it.
So that's why he's trying to kill me with the other stuff.
It makes sense why you
It's
would
'cause I've
be
got your
in league
finger.
with the Thieves Guild, because that's seedy people who you can get some dead bodies from.
Exactly. These are, I say, thief, assassin type thing. One and the same.
We got a plot line here.
Somebody give me a...
We were gonna share the power. I snuck afterwards and cut off his mummified finger with the gold ring on it.
Okay.
Which
is
allowed me to
important.
kick your butt out of the Thieves Guild, and now I'm ruling the Thieves Guild by myself.
Jerk.
And that's why you rescued him to knock me off.
Okay.
Because he wants to get back at him.
Yeah.
And since I've got the finger of him, if he knocks me off, he can... Because you want to sacrifice me too.
Yeah, I want to sacrifice everybody.
Yeah.
It's not a
I'm
good
probably not quiet about this matter. Like, I'm still with you people, but it's like, you okay? Are you hurt?
He picked up his habit of adding syllables to words.
Did I sacrifice?
Yes.
Sacrifice.
Saturday.
Anyway, yeah, so he knows he can screw him over by sacrificing me. And you know if I'm dead, you can take back over the Thieves Guild.
And he probably doesn't care if I sacrifice you.
Right.
Because then he'll just try to kill me and get your stuff. But he wants to kill you.
Yeah.
Not really
Because
sure why.
He's, back,
Because
do.
he's making him. He's making you.
Oh.
because he wants the finger back. So
He's
he can
secretly
bring it back to
controlling
life.
you where I think I'm
Through
controlling you.
through my leftover empathy.
Well, he's
you
your
might,
son.
You
Yeah.
might know he's controlling you.
Yeah.
Just
Because
nobody
nobody else.
You just don't tell us.
We got this.
Yeah,
you
because
two
you wouldn't
know.
say, "Hey, I've been mind controlled by this guy, and he wants me to kill you," because
Yeah.
that would be dumb.
And we figure he's not telling you he's your son.
Right.
You're just using your
Yeah.
leverage.
Because he's blood.
Because you like being
related, he can control
the
you.
patriarch of the family.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Patriarchy.
Yeah, whatever. We're all gonna take up the saying words wrong tonight.
Okay, I think that
All right.
almost makes sense.
It
All right.
makes sense.
Roll.
Good enough. Good enough for a Fiasco game. Write your name and your class, whatever you are. Is she still in the Thieves Guild? But like you're
No, I
running
booted
it?
her
Okay,
out.
So she's gone.
Once I got the ring, I was like, "I got all the power!
you
Get out of here,
you
bitch!"
two were running it, and then
Yeah.
then you're like, get out.
Because I know more about magic than she does. So she was like, "Oh, okay, well," but I needed like somebody else to do the ritual.
Yeah.
But she needed to rescue him. So there's a good chance he would have been distraught over losing his father and got sloppy and got caught on the job.
Yeah.
So to rescue you, she took a job at the DA's office. Or something like that. The medieval equivalent, you know. You know, she became an executioner. I don't know what they had back then, but we can say she's working with the good guys, and they don't know. She's got an in. She's probably having to suck some dick. I mean, it's the medieval days.
Good swashbuckling thief, jackass.
All women could do was, you know,
Who says my character's a woman?
don't be crazy.
Even
and
if you're a
change things
man, you're
up.
still sucking some dick.
It's the medieval days.
My character is definitely a man, and he has a mustache.
Oh, because that's
What's
never
the-
gay.
What was the one guy's name in Princess Bride? What they call him?
Which one?
The main
Wesley?
thief guy.
Wesley?
No, what was his name? They called him something.
The Dread Pirate Robert?
Yeah. Dread Pirate. You're like the Pirate Robbins or something.
Used to be Mustache Sally. Greatest.
What's your name? What class are you?
I was thinking fighter.
Okay, what's your name?
It's a good fighter name.
Plankton. It's a great name.
It should be something junior.
DeLayton. No, not Layton. Cowan DeLyon. No.
You were born a thief and raised a thief. So.
Drogo the Black.
Dervin Jr.
Dervin.
And you were Dervin Sr.
But now I'm just 0-1.
You're just 0-1.
Because you plan to make a whole army of golems, and it's easier just to number them.
Exactly. It's just like, well, you're the first one. I finally figured out how to do it. There was a whole lot of alphas and betas, and we don't want to talk about them.
Like Alien Resurrection, there's just chambers of shitty stuff.
They're twitchy, they drool. I'm Mervin.
They're all
Mervin the Wizard.
Oh, you really would be the creepy guy. Stellar.
Mervin.
Okay.
I am making golems.
Mervin, I think of Merv Pumpkinhead.
Wait, what was my class?
I don't know, what's your class? You're sort of a thief.
I was
so-
a thief.
But you could be
Well,
like...
well, you were
Like,
a ruler of the Thieves Guild. That doesn't necessarily
You could
mean
be,
that.
like, I think he's going swashbuckler. You could be a rogue. You could be whatever you want. You could be an
Rogue.
assassin.
I don't think I could be assassin. I don't think it would work.
Golem
So
assassin.
not
I'm thinking I'm more
necessarily
the.
the best rogue.
I'm thinking I'm more the Grey Mouser, that's sort of a thief, sort of a swordsman, sort of a wizard.
Yeah.
It's like I
Just a little shady.
yeah.
politician.
I guess he'd be a bard in like D&D terms,
Yeah.
without the singing stuff.
All right, well, I think we got everything. Who wants to go first? I'm going to go get more to drink, and I'll start if you want, or someone else can start.
Bring me a Sprite.
You should go first. You're the one behind the most
I
deepest
am.
weaved web.
Who's starting?
Yeah, I'm not sure you're normally plotted out this much in advance, but
We did. I think we way overdid this. Just how we do quags. It's the easiest system in the world, and we overcomplicate the shit up. We're like, okay, I need a name and a tagline.
Here's the thing. It doesn't hurt to plot this much out in advance, because something's going to change.
yeah, that's true.
After the Act 1, it's guaranteed something is going to
That's
change. We're going to roll for it and see what the fuck changes. And there's always going to be other stuff that pops up. So who wants to start? You want me to start, or I can start, or
We're
someone
making
else?
him start.
You're starting. Do you want to start?
I'm a little confused about how to start Fiasco.
Then I will
Yeah,
start.
he hasn't played it.
Damn it.
When you
Throw him under the
start,
bus.
you determine, do you want to do setup? Okay, now all these are back. These are no numbered. They're just black or white. I'm either going to pick to do a setup or resolve. Pick how it ends. If I set it up, the rest of you resolve, and then you hand me a black or white die, determine good or bad. Otherwise, I end it and pick up my own, and then I'm going to go ahead and start, and then the rest of you are going to figure out how it ends, type of thing. So I figure we're sitting at the tavern. We're still wallowing in our conquest. The people are
Yeah,
pretty.
we're like the bandits in
Yeah.
the Magnificent
The
Seven.
people are sick of us. They're wanting us to fucking leave because we ain't done shit but be assholes since we got here. We killed the dragon.
But if they
and
ask
won't
us to leave, we chop them in half.
Exactly. They're terrified of us. I figure we're all sitting there. Maybe like you might not be with him. You're sitting at the other table, but you're kind of still with us.
Just angry, staring at him.
Yeah, you're still pissed at him. But the rest of us, like, I'm at the table, of course, with my golem, because I don't want the golem wandering around. I figure you would probably be trying to stay close to
I'm
me. You've got your
confusedly
eye
looking
on
at
me.
the drink, like
Yeah.
having
You
slight
just hold
memories
them
of
for me.
drinking, you know?
You just hold them for me and wait till I... So, okay, so we'll go through, and then at some point you decide, and you do have an option of kind of like suggesting things, but you don't have to. If you just want me to do it, hand me your black or white die and I'll end it good or bad. So we're kind of just sitting around, kicking back. I've got like beers. We're all pretty.
I refuse to
sloppy.
tip the waitress.
Tip her over. So, barmaid, bring us some more beers. Turning them back, left after right. Ah, so what are you people up to these days? I haven't seen you in a couple weeks.
Oh, just running the Thieves Guild,
Ah, so you got that.
breaking in the gems and the...
What's she all pissed off about?
Oh, she's upset because I'm running the Thieves Guild.
He!
Well, you shouldn't wear a dress if you don't want me to call you a she.
Hee
I'm wearing this for a reason, and it was very profitable.
Good point. So, what's he all pissed off about?
I thought it was because he was wearing the dress.
Gollum, laugh at that. That was funny. I gotta teach you everything around here. People make jokes. You laugh.
I remember laughter in a sweeter time.
Don't mind him. He's kind of loopy.
No.
Isn't he kind of
Speaking of sweeter times, have I ever
crazy
told you about the
Gollum.
time that I became Vizier of Namibia?
Have I ever told you the time I had a soul but no stomach?
No.
I look at this
Sounds
food
terrible.
and I'm so sad.
Why couldn't I have made
Why
that
couldn't you
without-
make a happy golem? I've seen a happy golem.
Oh wait, I saw
He's
multiplicity.
way happier than the other ones.
Manifesto the Indomitable over in Zumaria. He had a happy golem. He had golems that danced. They did a little chorus line thing and they kicked. It was amazing.
Way too
Very
close to
entertaining.
dance. He knocks shit over constantly.
Oh.
I would be offended, but I have no.
Are you just gonna be mopey all the time? Just this constantly? Man, I gotta get better at this
A
spell.
woman.
Whores! To the golem!
3 whores go to the golem. Start rubbing all over him.
I can't feel it. I'm just
Not a
like.
thing. Why are you touching me?
All right, whores, come to me.
Okay, guys.
Now they're really confused by the dress.
I got a proposition for everybody. I found a new adventure for us to go on. Yeah, adventure. Okay, we're gonna start tomorrow. We meet here, crack of dawn. Bring lots of weapons. I've got people we need to meet. Yeah, people. We're gonna meet people. Lots of people. Everyone in? Of course you're in. Yeah. It's gonna be great. Bring weapons. Meet here in the morning. Meet some people. We are good, right? Good. You're good. Of course you're good. You do whatever
I've
I
got
say.
a meeting.
Forget the meeting. This is way
I'm a
more
very important man now. I run the Thieves
If
Guild.
you're that important, ditch the meeting. They'll do what you say. You have to be here. Have
Cowan's
to.
just sitting in the corner grumbling.
You have to be here. We have people to meet.
And of course, like, members of the City Watch are saying, I run the Thieves Guild.
What?
They kind of look at you and they're like, he kills a bunch of people.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Couldn't I just send a couple of them? We've got them on the payroll.
We take them too. Yeah. Actually, how many can you get?
How many you need?
Pull out.
Thieves Guild. We got the. Now we might have to pay them a little
An
extra.
abacus.
I pull out an abacus and notebook. Can you get about 100? No, of course not. You can't get
It's a
100.
small town.
Bring.
8.
Good idea. Go bring 8.
Okay, 8. We'll get a couple of the higher ups in the watch that we've paid off well.
Perfect.
And I'll bring a few thieves.
Don't tell anybody where they're going.
I don't know where they're going.
Perfect. Don't tell anyone where you're going.
I don't know where I'm going.
Perfect. Then we all are in agreement. We meet here in the morning. Crack of dawn. Lots of weapons.
Carl, bring 3 of your men here first thing in the morning.
4. Bring 4 of your men.
4 of your men.
4.
The watch guy sort of grumbles, do you want me to have to use this? And I pull out my mummy finger.
Okay.
That
now,
ring looks so familiar.
Hush. Now,
It doesn't actually do anything, but they're dumb, superstitious people. It's like,
Yeah.
you want me to use this?
everyone would kind of pick.
Want me to show you my
want
birth
this to
certificate?
go good or bad for me.
Let's take good.
Okay. Then you would hand me a white
You guys
die.
hate fun.
So you
I
would
hand
hand me a
you
white
my
die. Now the
white
first round, I'm giving this away. So I just hand it there to you.
Okay.
You get a white die. You'll keep that. Okay. All right. So we're all meeting here. Now this is very important.